I was gonna ask you about that D&D stuff.
That's what I'm doing.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad.
Well, hold your piss and let's just dive into it real quick.
That you didn't include me.
So I actually want to start.
Not that I would play, but I would play.
Yeah. We could do a one-shot session. We could do a one-shot on podcast.
Like, oh, okay, you're talking about D&D still.
So yeah. Oh yeah, because it's 3 shots.
What do you? Well, I was thinking.
Obviously, I don't get to play.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, because we did a little D&D back in the day. Yeah. It didn't go too well, but
yeah, I wonder why, Joe. You want to tell the audience why it did not go well?
Some
drunk fuck.
Some drunk asshole showed up and ruined everything. Apparently, I don't know. I couldn't remember it.
It was bad. I'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was like, so you're going to D&D.
Yeah.
New game?
Noon?
No, new game or?
Oh, this is an ongoing game for the last 2 years.
No one's died yet?
No.
Jesus
So we all like there's 6 of us, and we used to just have like board game nights, but it got to the point where it's like.
Did you guys ever have fun game nights?
Good one. Thanks, Dad. Anyways, the board games are all cool. Like it's a blast, and you can buy all kinds of new games all the time. But a couple of them were also D&D fans, and one of the guys in our group wanted to be a dungeon master. He's never been that, but his brother always does.
Should just have him come to my house. I got whips and chains and all that shit.
There you go.
So what did you make?
So mine's Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Is that kind of based off the game at all? Or
I think you have to pick certain races.
So
like,
there's
just like the Star Wars one.
Yeah. So with Dungeons and Dragons, there's like 20 to 30 different like races that you could pick from if you want to dive far enough. But
I guess can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is it the Dungeons and Dragons game that you're playing? Okay, so it's not like your own Dragonborn game that you're playing like a D&D.
No.
Okay.
So like it's the
I know a little bit, not much.
Yeah,
so
it's like the
bear
original
with
Dungeons
me.
and Dragons, yeah. And it's like there's different evolutions of it, and we're playing D&D 5e, and there's a new version that's come out, but we're not using those rules yet. So we're playing 5e edition, and we've been doing it for a couple years, and mainly because the sessions are like anywhere between 4 to 8 hours.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I do know that, Joe.
So then you have 6 people, and they're all adults, and you're trying to peg down the best time to all show up.
Right.
And it sometimes it'll go a month or 2 or 3 months before you
Yeah.
have another session. So I'd
or
say in those
10
2 years, yeah, in 2 years we've probably had.
I still have the boards.
We still have the Facebook page.
Yeah, in 2 years we've had 8 or 9 sessions. That's it.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you have one today then?
Yeah, we have one. We were going to do a double session today, but we're not going to have enough time, so we're doing a single session. But it is a lot of fun, and one thing I really liked is we've played other D&D games between the first time we played and now. They were one shot. So it was just one single session.
Like a one mission, kind of go kill
one single session. It's open and shut. And
what's
theme based?
What's the difference between a one shot and your continuing games that you're doing?
So the one shot, the characters are already pre-made.
You're not building backstory or anything.
Correct. You're not going to build a character. Also, you're going to have a small world that's already pre-built. One of the one shots we did during Halloween was we did one where everyone was a type of movie serial killer character, right? So you had like Chucky and you had Jason and you had Michael and stuff like that. And all of them wake up in a dream sequence where you have to fight your way through the dream.
Do you write, like, is this a story you guys writ out and like this is how you want to play, or is it something you bought and that was already pre-written for you?
So the person that did the Dungeon Master for that game, she got an outline and then she added some of her own flares.
Okay, so she just developed the whole thing and said, this is how we're playing it today. Pick your fucking character, let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then another one we did was Lego based. So we, my buddy Tristan, who's our Dungeon Master for this ongoing one, he had a pretty cool Lego set that he had that he bought. It was like a big castle, and he created a Lego game out of it.
That's
and so
cool.
we did a Lego one shot.
Do you guys? My brother was getting into Warhammer or D&D. He wanted to do it, and he has a 3D printer, so he's printing his own models. Do you guys have your own models, or do you print?
Yeah.
Have you thought about doing that?
So we
printing
have
your own shit, or do you just? Because I know the game comes with standard, like the boss is like a dragon head or something, and you have your own little characters, but
you can buy them.
You can make your own.
You can buy all kinds of them from like Fate Forge and stuff like that.
It's like Warhammer.
But I've never 3D printed any. We've created our characters on Fate Forge, and they print it for us and send them to us.
Yeah, I think you with the because of D&D, how big it is, the 3D printers already have built-in models, and then you just paint it afterwards when you're done, which is kind of cool. I thought it was a cool idea. And with VR now, you can actually play a Dungeons and Dragons game, and you go into this crypt, and it's just like you can have your friends join you too, and the GM is a built-in AI. Like you can either, I think it has its own coded games in it, but it's just like this giant skeleton that sits in a room, and he tells you, just like the GM, and you guys play around. Yeah, you just sit there on your VR headset and play.
It is pretty cool. Like I've seen some of the AI stuff because they advertise it on. Since I look up D&D stuff on Instagram, it's like you see D&D.
You can ask ChatGPT to like you can ask AI to make me where we have to go rescue a goat from a giant troll. Yeah, and it'll design all like you can do all these one shots all the time.
I've used it to just make character icons because since I moved away from Boise, we've switched everything to virtual. They all show up in person, but I'm there on screen, and we'll do our stuff virtual so I can see it.
Oh, cool.
And then I'll use ChatGPT to make my icon for my character.
Oh, nice.
So with the game tonight, are you guys going to finish the game tonight, or is this just another 8-hour game, or however long?
This one, I think we're going to end. It's probably going to go 4 to 6 hours this time around.
What's the goal? What's the mission you got to do? Do you know?
So right now, it's been a while, but the mission, essentially, we finished like 2 out of maybe 5 different adventures we're going on. And we just, we're chasing down this one guy that stole something from us at the very beginning of the campaign.
What's he have?
He posed as like a photo.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, he posed as like a shopkeeper, but he's like secretly a dark wizard.
Oh.
And every one of our characters has a different goal. So my character, like, no one's going to see this podcast that would look at it because I'm not supposed to tell anyone. But my character,
this is gonna be the clip that goes fucking viral right here.
So my character has like a dark secret where he really wants to absorb all the souls of the people.
Oh, your friends don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't know. So
gotcha.
Don't
tell
know
them about
it. It's okay. We'll just bleep this part out.
Yeah. You could be like, okay, so this is what it is. Bleep. Oh, sorry, technical difficulties. But awesome. So that's what he's doing. But the other characters, one guy wants to raise his wife from the grave. He's a necromancer. Another person wants to have.
Oh, so they all have their own goals.
They all have their own goals.
You just try to help and make friends.
So you could be lawful,
fall
evil,
in love, end upstairs at the bar.
Lawful, chaotic, lawful, good. You can be like. So you have different personality types, and we're all making it work as a group, but you also want to encourage using your character's personality the way it should be used and not just start to just assimilate with the rest of the crew. You know?
I want to roll. Joe.
I want to roll. I got a lot of charisma. I want to roll to see if I can get the barmaid to show me her tits. 10.
Fuck. We actually did roll.
Are they nice tits, GM? Tell me about them.
It's a 3-piece.
Our bard was a female, and we did whore her out to get some free night stays.
Yeah, awesome. There you go. So you can do sexual.
Do you run in?
Go adults and people that put on jerseys and watch football. You can like.
Oh, my character. So I missed the very first session because I couldn't make it. So they brought me in the second session. And the way they did it was they came across this camp of like little people, like midgets and stuff. And,
my people.
Whoa.
And my buddy
Careful
Tristan
now. We're gonna bleep that out.
My buddy Tristan decided that they were gonna find me in one of the wagons,
pretending to fit
shaking like crazy and coming out all satisfied with 3 like midget women.
Nice.
And so they found me just fucking like 3 midget women.
You're fucking midgets out here.
Yeah.
But you're normal size?
Yeah, I'm a dragonborn. I'm like 9 feet tall.
The small cock. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You gotta compensate.
You gotta compensate. They make it look bigger.
It's the one. That's his downsize. Make fun of his cock.
That's funny.
So that's how he like introduced me. Is like there's this caravan and there's this one stranger that's looking for a party to join, and all of a sudden you come across his wagon and it's shaking like crazy.
And what are the midgets? What are the things you roll on? So there's action, movement, charisma, shit. Where like. And
there's a lot. So it's
like
a
lot of shit you can roll on.
So rolling for initiative is when a battle starts, but you can roll for arcane check, history check. You can roll for because you can just say you want to test if the door is gonna locked or not. And so you find out it's
Did
locked.
you knock first? Fuck.
Yeah. And so
if you find
out it's locked, you can roll for strength check. Or if someone answers on the other side, you can roll for persuasion to open the door. So you can do all kinds of things.
Oh.
Do you guys find? I know we did when we tried playing.
So if I were to find you, could I roll to get my turn with the midgets?
You could roll for persuasion.
What's your charisma? Come on in. Come on.
So you would roll for charisma, and then based on the charisma and what the dungeon master says, they'll either accept it if it's a high enough roll, or you have to re-roll for persuasion.
Gotcha. And then what happens? And then the GM just makes up if something fails.
Yeah, they can choose to just
kind of ad-lib the story. That's I think the hardest part, right? Being the GM, because you have to tell the story and give a visual.
Yeah, so
look over here, midgets.
That's probably a hard aspect of it, but it is kind of exciting because if you have a story that you want to build and you want to see how it plays out, that's where the DM can be really cool, like role to play. But you also have to be that person to come up with those answers whenever someone's going to ask, oh, I want to do this. And you're like, okay, I'll allow it. But
got you.
It's like, I want to scale this cliff, but it's like 100 feet across. Well, your rope's only 50 feet. Well, I'm going to tie my 2 ropes together. Okay, well, that's 100 feet, but you need enough rope to tie off to the trees. I'm going to get this 3rd rope. And so it's
you get Roger Goodell up there commissioning everything.
That would be the hard part for me as a GM because you kind of know the puzzle answers already, and you got to hope that they can figure it out.
You have to guide them a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what,
don't drink 12 Bud Lights before.
There's a couple guys in my group that make it really difficult sometimes because
Budweiser, sorry.
They're pushing way too hard in one direction that the DM wants to go a different direction.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you run into when you get there, since it's been however long since the last game, where the first 2 hours is just getting fucking ready to go and you're talking like, wait, what was this? And then you've wasted half the fucking day of trying to figure it out, or have you guys played enough where you guys can sit down and be like, oh, yep, we're good.
We'll pick up a little bit. We'll remember parts of our characters, but you definitely need to take notes on some of the stuff you've collected before and past.
Sounds like the GM's job, but just your job to remember your
But that's what
character.
They'll do so that's why we're going to have one session today is because a double session, you're going to have to recap.
It's like 8-10 hours, you said, for double?
It could go all day. Double session would be 8 to 10 hours. So we're going to do one session. It'll probably be 6 hours because the first hour to hour and a half is going to be just.
How many are there besides the GM?
There's 6 with the DM.
So 5 playing and
So there's
DM. Sorry, why I call it GM?
Because that's why I called you Roger Goodell earlier.
Yeah,
pick up on it.
Dungeon. Yeah,
Dungeon Master. But
gotcha.
There's 5 of us now. 6 when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons. 6 is probably as much as you want to get. It gets really complex to have that many people because it slows down so much.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Yeah. That's what I was saying when we played, Joe. When we tried to play, I think we were like 10 of us deep.
It was fucking annoying.
And all of us were drinking. Yeah. And then he shows up lit. And then we're trying to drag him through this game with us. And he's just on his own tangent. Like, no, this is what I'm doing. We're like, what? I don't know much about it because I've only played it a few times. And not really well, obviously. But the whole thing was him attacking another character because he didn't like him. And for no fucking reason. He's like, you know what? I don't like that guy. And so we're trying to get to this fucking mission, and then he's just constantly attacking one of the guys on the mission. There was a reason.
It was, okay, so there was a reason.
You don't fucking remember.
I was a Wookiee that lost his family to a zombie necro thing. So there was only one person that could understand me was Aaron, because he was a pilot, and him and I were together.
Scoundrel.
No. I couldn't understand you.
Oh, no, you couldn't.
Was fucking,
the droid, Phil.
It was Phil.
Phil could understand me, but so the GM was setting it up like that, or the DM was setting it up to be like, okay, we got to get Phil. But Phil's little hidden secret was that he was a corrupt droid, and he was attacking our party the whole time. So I was just trying to play my bare fucking fight first, ask question later Wookiee.
Yeah.
Like, why are you attacking everybody? I can't rationalize. I'm a Wookiee. I don't understand why he's been corrupted.
And in real life, he couldn't rationalize shit because he was hammered.
I don't know. I don't know computer stuff. I just know this droid's trying to kill us, and I just want to club his face in.
So I'm trying to fucking figure out this game at the same time as I'm trying to, like, how do I learn these secrets to understand what the hell he's saying? Because he doesn't know what he's saying.
So that's what happened.
Those characters slow it down a lot because we have a guy in our group like that. We walk into a tavern and he literally wants to throw down dude. Like, okay, I'm ready to fight someone. It's like, okay, it's a tavern, all right?
No, I was fighting because the droid was killing us.
Yeah.
He had a little slip and he went like that.
But did you know that at the time?
No, we didn't know that we could fix him. Like, we had to figure that out. Like,
well, did you know he was corrupt? I was wondering.
No. Okay. But he joined our party, and then he started attacking, and we're like, what's going on? So I was attacking, and then we found out that he was
I'd say
he was corrupt by the Empire, and we had to have him recoded by taking him to this town, which we did, and we got him fixed. And then everybody ended up dying. That's why we stopped playing.
I'd say 6 is hard.
Except for me, because I'm a fucking badass.
5, you got to be experienced DM, and 4 is ideal. So 3 to 4 is ideal.
I think it would go a lot easier with less people.
There was like a shit ton of us.
we're
Dan played the guy that was there.
It's even fun playing with just 2 people and 1 DM, but it's more enjoyable if you can get 3 or 4 in a group.
Yeah,
fair enough.
It is fun, especially if you kind of because we had a little 1x1 scale map. Yeah. So we move around because you have to roll on your moves, and you can say like one thing like you could do like you could ask the GM to describe the room better like. So, like, if you were to get in a firefight, because I was always melee, I would be like, okay, I want to roll to flip a table. Yeah. And he was like a sniper. Like, he had a laser pistol, so he would be in the back, but he got more points for being at distance or undercover, which is kind of cool. And you roll for all that shit. Yeah. So you build your character, but you're rolling for your pluses and everything.
And some stuff you don't have to roll for. If it's, like, obvious that the character is going to be strong enough to know that answer already, you got some super strong person, he's going to let you break down the door. The right DM will. Or if you,
that's nice.
Or if you if you're in a cave and someone has torches, okay, just light up a torch and throw it across the room. You can see. So there's things like that where they won't really necessarily require a roll, but for harder things, the roll aspect is cool because it can take you different directions.
You buy your own dice?
Yeah, I've got like 4.
Are they heavy and sexy?
I've got one heavy, sexy set. It's like made up obsidian.
There's something about heavy balls, or dice.
I'm Wookiee nuts, son. See, now you want to play.
It's a 20-sided die?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a group of them. There's a 20.
Yeah, they come, okay.
20-side, 12-side, 10.
All for different.
8, 6, 4. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, you can print your own die, too, which is kind of cool. But I don't think they have the weight.
And then I've got one big 20-sided die that's the Eye of Sauron. So it's like every time you throw it, the Eye of Sauron shows up.
That's pretty sick. Money and
nerds.
My heavy die that feels good in my hands. The obsidian ones. The number 1 says shit, and the number 20 says crit. So it's like critical or just shit.
That's pretty